Good morning, students. In this lecture, we are going to learn ordinary differential equations of first order and first degree with initial conditions. You can see the general form in the cursor. The general form of ordinary differential equation of first order, first degree is dy by dx equal to f of xy with the initial condition y at x naught equal to y naught. This is the initial condition and this is a general pattern. Dy by dx equal to f of xy. This pattern of equation can be solved by many numerical techniques. Among those, we are going to see three types of method. We will see here three types of method to solve the same ordinary differential equations. In that list, we have Euler's modified, RK method, Milne's predictor, and corrector method. By all the above methods, we are able to solve this differential equation. This is particularly called as the methods which we apply here comes under the numerical techniques to solve the ordinary differential equation. Now let us start with the first method. As you can see in the screen, modified Euler's method. First of all, we should be clear with the general form of the equation which we are going to solve. The general pattern is dy by dx equal to f of xy with this initial condition. So from the given pattern, you have to take up the value of dy by dx is always equals to f of xy. This function will be given in the problem and this is the initial condition which we require. Now solving this differential equation means we are solving it at the particular points of x and y. So we are getting the values of y at different points, not the general solution of this differential equation. Now let us see under this method, what are the requirements? Suppose we need to find out y value at particular value of x. So that y value which we are expecting, we will denote it by y1 and x1 is the value at which we are expecting y. Okay. Here, x naught is always the initial value which is given in the problem, and h is the step size. A step size is required to move from one step to the other step, and by moving on to the step by step, we can find out different values of y for the given values for x. In this method, there are two formulas which involves prediction of value of y and then correcting the value of y. So number one formula which gives the predicted value, which gives the direct value which we are expecting by this formula, y1 equal to y naught plus h f of x naught comma y naught. Here on y1, it is given here 0 on the power. This shows the initial value of y1. Means these are the numerical techniques which we get the values not exactly in one step accurately. To get the accurate values, what we do, we keep iterating the values 2 to 3 times so that we will get the accurate value of the given required solution. So this is the first formula, which is the predicted value, and then comes the correction formula, which is called as modified Euler's formula. In this formula, we use y naught plus hy2, f of x naught y naught plus f of x1 comma y naught initial value, which we calculated in predicted part. And this formula we keep repeating 1 time, 2 time, 3 times until the two consecutive values of the iterations are not equal up to certain decimal places. This gives the accuracy of the solution. When we keep using the formula again and again with new values which we get in the previous step, by that we accurate our solutions. So in this Euler's modified method, we have to see these two methods. Number one, predicted formula, and number two, the correction formula. Now let us move towards the one problem. See this problem. Using modified Euler's method, find y at point 2 and y at point 4. given that y dash equals to y plus e power x and y at 0 is 0. First of all, you have to compare the equation with the standard form of the ordinary differential equation. When we compare this with the standard form of the ordinary differential equation, we get dy by dx denotes y dash and y plus e power x becomes f of xy. So from here, y plus e power x is your f of xy value. Then comparing the initial value, initial condition y at 0 equals to 0. That means x naught equals to 0 and y naught is equals to 0. Okay, so from this data, now we will see what is our expectation. We need to find out y at point 2, y at point 4. So there are two step values which we need to calculate here. To move from the initial step to further any values of x and y, we need to look after the step size. As in the problem, it is not mentioned what is considered this only particularly step size. We can decide our own step size based on the initial value. Since the initial value is 0 and we require the value, next value of y at 0.2. So we will consider let h is equals to 0.2. So directly we can reach to the value of y at x equals to 0.2. Formula to move from one step to other step, that is x naught, is given x1 equal to x naught plus h. By this formula, we can move from any x values to the further x ahead step values. Now from here, x1 equals to x naught plus h, we substitute h value, x naught value, and then we will get x1 equals to 0.2. So y which we will calculate for this x1 will become the value y at 0.2. We are denoting it by y1. Now using first formula, Euler's formula, we use here substituting all the values, we calculate and get 0.2. After using this prediction formula, we will use this correction formula. And the correction formula, always we need to use minimum 2 to 3 times to check the accuracy of our result. Here, in this part, f of x naught y naught will be calculated by replacing the f of xy values with the values of x naught and y naught. So like this is the equation of f of xy. In this, we need to replace y value as y naught and x value as an x naught. So every time we are changing the values of x and y in the function f of xy. So by calculating this y1 we will get. Now after prediction, we need to correct it. For correction, we use another set of formula, putting all the values using f of x naught y naught. You can see in the screen, clearly it is given f of x naught y naught. How to calculate f of x1 y1? By this you have to calculate, put it up here, use calculator and get this. Now this is one time use of one first approximation for y1. Like this we have to do at least 2 to 3 times approximation and check the answers. Now next approximation we will move same formula, but there is a difference here in xy, x1 and y1 dash first, y1 first, y1 0. That means every time we are using the previous value to get the new successive values of y1, so that we get more accuracy in the solution. Now y1, again we use the formula calculating all f of x naught y naught, x1 y1 values. We calculate y1. Now y1 we are getting 0.2464. Earlier in the first approximation we got 0.24214. So we will try one more approximation and recheck our answer. Once again using the formula, by using the just previous value of y1 instead of using the first approximation value. Now we will use second approximation value for calculating third one. Now when we calculated third one in the same process, we are getting 0.24268, and here in the second approximation we got 0.2464. So we can see up to third decimal place our values are equal. So 0.2426, 0.246. So we can consider these two values as a final value for the first attempt. First attempt is what? For x is equals to what we are calculating? We are calculating for x is equals to 0.2, x1. For x1 equal to 0.2, we are calculating y1 value. So finally, when the two consecutive values are similar, we can consider the first value y1 is 0.24 268. Now recall what is this y1 value? This y1 value is for x is equals to 0.2. Okay, so this completes our first part. Now we have another y value also to be calculated at x equals to 0.4. Now moving on to the second step, what we do, we use the previous value which we calculated in the first part, consider this value as our initial so that we can move to the next step. Now we will consider, let this value which we calculated in this step becomes the initial value for our next formula, for the next formulas. Now let us consider x naught equals to 0.2 and y naught equal to 0.2468. Okay, and further use the same way. Now let us see. Now to find out next, we will consider x1. x1 will be what? Here, next value, x1 will be 0.2, y1 will be this value, 0.24268. Now same formulas we will be using by moving on to the one more step. Starting with this x1, y1, again using the prediction formula first. First, we will use the prediction formula in all these formula earlier where we are using x naught, y naught. Now we will use here x1, y1, new value which we calculated in the previous step. Now let us start prediction formula y2 initial. So this becomes y1 plus h f of x1 y1. Putting all the values here, we will calculate y2 initial value, this 0.5404. Then coming to the prediction value, remember we have to use it for 2 to 3 approximation to get the accuracy in our result. Now y2, first iteration, y1 plus h by 2, this is the same formula, putting all the values appropriately, calculating, we are getting 0.5968. This is first approximation of the y2 value. Now again using the same formula, second approximation, but we need to use the previous value. Instead of 0.5404, now we will use 0.5968 value. We are going to use it here. This will be our second approximation. Similarly, we'll go for the third approximation. Now what we are seeing in second approximation value is 0.6025. And here in the third approximation, we are getting 0.6031. So we can consider this as a final result. One more step we will try. Y4. Y1 again using, we are getting 0.6031. We are seeing here the third and fourth approximations are exactly same. So we can stop and consider this value as our next value, y value at x is equals to 0.4. Similarly, we can take some other examples also, like for example, dy by dx equals to x square plus y equals to 0. So your first step is what? Considering this equation and taking f of xy value. F of xy value will become x square plus y. Initial condition is given x naught equals to 0 and y naught equals to 1. And then find these y2 values, y at 0.02, y at 0.04. In this problem also the step size is not mentioned. So we have to consider the step size in such a way that we can reach both the values of x as per our requirement. So in this condition, we will consider h is equals to 0.02. So this problem requires two steps. In one step, we will reach to the value of y at x equals to 0.02, and in the second step, after adding one more step size, we will reach to the value of y at x is equals to 0.04. That's all for this lecture. Thank you.